Hallo, ich bin Jan Hovens und ich möchte euch in diesem Film das Yahoo Elogia-Gerät vorstellen.
The Yahoo ornamental turning device, a high-precision apparatus, allows you to cut complex decorative patterns into lids and the outside surfaces of wooden objects. You will get the most different results using a variety of cutters. The Yahoo will be shipped in single components, including a base, which is manufactured individually to the requirements of your lathe. Besides the base, there is a cross slide, an indexing head, a M33 spindle adapter and a universal boring head, plus a threaded rod to tighten the boring head and nuts and bolts for mounting the provided parts. The first step will be to mount the base on the lathe bed with a thread and nut. Next, attach the cross slide to the base and bolt it tight with the supplied fixing screws. To reach all screws, you have to move the cross slide. Slide 2 square nuts into the slot of the universal dividing table. Fasten the white plastic M33 spindle head onto the universal dividing table with 2 screws and a square nut. Next, mount the universal dividing table on the cross slide, again with the help of 2 screws and 2 square nuts. Finally, use a threaded rod to fix the boring head onto your lathe. The universal boring head enables you to adjust the diameter of the engraving. The cutter can be fastened in either of the 3 holes in the boring head. Use the center hole for smaller diameter engravings and the outer hole for larger diameters. The hole on the side is used for engraving non-circles ornamentals. Precision adjusting of the diameters is done by rotating the adjusting screw with an Allen key. Secure the setting by fastening the screw on the side also with an Allen key. By turning the X-axis knob on the slide, you decide where the cutted circuits will be in relation to the center. Define the depth of the cut by adjusting the Y-axis. To get from one engraved circle to the next, you turn the hand wheel on the universal dividing table. For instance, if you want to cut 18 evenly spaced circles, the table will have to be turned for 20 degrees after each cut. Before you start, make sure that the boring head is tight in the spindle. Next, put the cutter in the appropriate hole. Spin the adjustment screw for a first setup. Bring the workpiece pretty much in the right position. Adjust the head roughly to the size of the circle you want. Please note that the surface to be cut must be in square to the lathe bed for a consistent depth of cut. Adjust the Yahoo and the cutter diameter till you are satisfied with the size and the place of the engravings on the lid. Turn the boring head by hand to make sure everything is the way you want it before you turn on the machine. To avoid mistakes, always start a project with a table at 0 degrees. Now the actual cutting is carried out. To start cutting, turn the Y-axis hand wheel until the desired depth of cut is achieved. turn the adjustable scale of the wheel to the 0 position. The cuts of the following circles will all be at the depth of 0 on the scale. Retract the cutter by turning the Y-axis handwheel counterclockwise. To get 36 circles, move the indexing head in 10-degree steps. After every turn, move the cutter forward to the 0 position, retract, move the table 10 degrees, and so forth. As soon as you get to the 0 degree mark of the table, your 36 circles are done. To decorate the side of a box, use a color in the side of the boring head. The surface to be cut should be parallel to the bed of the leaf. Now the Y-axis decides the depth of the cut. The X-axis decides where the cut will be on the side of the box. The procedure is the same as for decorating a box lid. This example will have 12 evenly spaced cuts around the circumference, so the dividing table will have to be turned in steps of 30 degrees. After finishing 12 cuts, move the box the width of the cutter by adjusting the Y-axis. To get a stepped effect, start the first cut at the 15-degree mark. Repeat the next 12 cuts at 30-degree intervals. The third set of 12 cuts will start again at 0 degrees on the dividing table. A fully cut wall looks like the wooden box on the right.
Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und viel Spaß beim Entdecken der Möglichkeiten des Yahoo-Geräts.